friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm doing a first impressions with the Dido Cosmetics Aphrodite palette. They sent me all three of their palettes in their Muse collection a few days ago, and I posted about them on Instagram stories, and I asked you guys which one was your favorite. They pretty much all got equal votes. You guys were just pumped about all of the palettes, but I just decided I will go in alphabetical order then. So this is the Aphrodite palette right here. You guys really wanted to see a video with all of them, so we're starting with this guy. There is a pressed glitter in this palette. It's this one right here. It's funny because when I took those videos for Instagram, like I just worked a 10-hour day, I got the package, I unpacked them just to take like videos of them, and then I like put them aside and like had dinner and went to sleep. So I didn't even like really get like the best look at them. I just did enough to get a video. So people were asking me like, is there a pressed glitter in there? I'm like, you know, I don't know. I didn't look at them hard enough. But yes, there is a pressed glitter. It's this one right here. I don't love that there's a pressed glitter in here because who knows if it's actually eye safe. I would have much preferred there just to be another shimmer in the palette. I think that would have been cool. There are also, it looks like, two shadows, this blue one here and this kind of teal one here that kind of look like mattes with shimmer in them. Not sure exactly how they'll perform on the eyes because I obviously didn't use those shades for this look, but it is something to note as well. This isn't a review, it's just a first impressions. I will be playing with this for sure on IGTV. I can't promise a multiple looks video because honestly those videos don't do great. So I don't know if I want to continue putting in the time and energy into those videos, but I will do an IGTV video and maybe I'll throw it into a get ready with me in the future. I will also be doing my PR roundup review at the beginning of next month, so stay tuned for that because these palettes will all be in that. I will be testing them out and let you know my final thoughts. But yeah, in the meantime, let's create this look. I'll warn you right now, it was a journey to get here, but we got here. These plugs are from Love Kills Boutique and I have no clue where this choker's from. And with all that being said, let's get into the video now. Hi, good morning. I have my coffee. Let's do this look. Ooh, the yard work started as soon as I started filming. You might hear leaf blowing in the background. I'm so sorry. I will try to avoid talking when that's going. Look how cute this color story is. I'm very much drawn to this light purple, just kind of why I have these purple accents on with my look. I definitely want to incorporate that. I'm really intrigued by this shimmer goldish, like yellowy kind of color. It's really pretty. I really want to play with this yellow as well. I'm thinking we might do like a yellow purple kind of look today. Something complementary, super cute. This will also be a nice lesson on how to put complementary colors together without them muddying out. Priming with the Smashbox lid primer in Lite because it's my favorite. I've had a lot of questions lately on why it's my favorite. I really don't have like a good answer for you. My shadows lay really nice on top of it. I consistently have good results. Like I never have an issue with a certain formula not working with this. I don't notice creasing too bad with this unless it's just a horrible product that I layered on top of it. It's not too dry. It's not super sticky either. I don't know. It's just an all-around good primer. I like the tint of it. That's all I got for you. So let's start with this shade here, this yellow. I'm just going to pick that up on my Colourpop E2 brush, and I'm going to be focusing that inner to outer corner of my crease. So far, I like this yellow. It has good pigmentation to it. It's always very nice. I love playing with yellow eyeshadow. I likely am going to do a half cut crease today, so I am going to put heavier focus kind of in this outer corner where it can kind of wing out just a slight little bit. I really like this yellow. So far it seems to be applying nice and blending nicely as well. So that's always a good sign. I'm going to use this brown now to deepen it up. I know that's like pretty boring, but I do want to use this brown as kind of my deepening shade for this look, just because I know it'll go nicely with both the yellow and the purple, so that's kind of why I'm choosing it. I'm putting more focus of this again in that outer corner and just kind of winging things out so I can have that more elongated eye to stretch it out. And then I'll also carry it through kind of my crease. I'm not too worried about what the lid looks like because I am going to cut it out like I was just mentioning. More so just trying to lay it down, and I'm focused on the blend upwards. I'm liking the way these are performing so far. I know all we've used so far is a brown and a yellow, but nothing bad happening so far. I picked up a little more yellow and I'm holding the very end of my brush. I almost always hold the very end of my brush. I find that I get a better blend when you have light pressure. You don't run that risk of like blowing everything out of proportion and putting things where you don't want, or just having too much saturation in a certain spot. This has just worked for me for a very long time, so that's why I continue to do it. And I'm just doing little motions, little circles, just to help buff the edge so it's nice and soft. And I'm really liking the way that looks. I didn't have to struggle too hard with that. I think brown and yellow is just so pretty together. Again, I know it can be like more on the boring side, but it just looks like honey. It's very cute. For that lower lash line, I'm gonna go ahead and take that lavender and I'm gonna use this Spectrum brush. It's the B06. And I'm gonna start running that all the way from inner to outer of that lower lash line. I'm gonna be blowing this out pretty far. I'm going to be dragging this down a decent amount. I'm going to avoid this area because I don't want that yellow and purple to risk touching. And I am going to go back in with that brown to really deepen up right against my lower lash line. I think it's going to be quite lovely. Oof, this shade of lavender is so cute. It seems to be blending out pretty nicely. Life hack, if you have crazy under eye bags, just blow your makeup down pretty low. It's obviously not the most like bam impactful color. It is more on like that pastel-y side, but I do still think it's quite cute. Let's go ahead and add some dimension now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that brown again. I'm using a pencil brush. This is my Colourpop E5. And I'm just going to smudge that right up against my lower lash line just to add some drama, some dimension, because I don't want just that light purple sitting there. I don't think that's the most flattering on me, at least. So I want to add some dimension and drama into the mix. Taking just a wee bit more of that light purple, I'm going to start working on blending that brown out so it can all fade nicely and be super cute. I feel like now that I'm working on it, I'm not as impressed with this light purple as I initially thought I might be. It's just kind of fading out into like a grayish kind of color. Not my favorite thing in the world. We might more so focus on just having a heavy brown lower lash line. We will see. I'm gonna go ahead and take this brown cake liner from KVD Vegan Beauty. It's called, what are you called? Mad Max Brown. I just got sent this and I used it last night, but it's pretty nice for just like really getting up in your waterline and kind of smudging underneath the lashes. I'm going to be using this to help just furthermore like blow out the lower lash line. I'm completely filling in my waterline with this and then dragging it just underneath where my lashes actually are. And now I'm going to take that pencil brush with a little bit more brown. While that leaf blowing is super loud, I guess we'll just speed through this while I blend it out. I'm going to take a lot of the light purple with a little bit of this blue. I'm thinking maybe the combination of the two might deepen it up just a little bit more, enough to make me feel a little bit better about this lower lash line. We will soon find out, I guess. This lower lash line is not looking too hot. I don't feel like it looks horrible. It's just not what I was initially anticipating. And I feel like there's a decent amount of pigment when I like touch it and stuff. It just does not translate very well. This might be a better shade to kind of like pack on the lid rather than try to blend out. Who's to say? But for now I am happy with the smokiness of the brown, so we'll just leave that as is and I will go back potentially and do some more later. So for my cut crease, I'm going to be using this shade here and I'm going to have it blend down into the purple because I do still want to keep some purple in the mix, even though that took a different turn. I have a flat brush here. This is my Spectrum A16 and my NYX Glitter Primer, which I use with every shimmer ever. It helps everything pop and it helps me get really precise with my cut creases. Just dragging this across my lid and I'm just going to follow my eyeball shape and stop it where things are deepening up in the outer corner. You know, my outer corner is really not that deep. I think I might do a full cut crease today. I don't know. I feel like I'm not enjoying myself too much with this look. It's like taking a lot of weird turns. We will just soon see. All right, let's grab that cute color and hope that it looks pretty because I'm starting to feel discouraged. Just kind of tracing where my cut actually is with the exact same brush. I don't know if I mentioned that. And as I get out here, I'm just kind of creating a little bit of a flick. Just like that. I'm so sorry about all this background noise. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the shimmer purple now and lay that down underneath. Goodness gracious, there's gonna be lots of just music layover because there's no talking in this video apparently. I'm not too worried about blending these just yet, and again, like yellow and purple, it's not gonna make a perfect blend. It's a little easier to kind of mush them together when it's shimmer rather than matte. Right now, I'm just more so worried about just placing this down. I feel like this whole video is just such a mess. The lower lash line looks horrible. I will have to do something to resolve it in a second. All right, I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth between both sides of the brush, right where those two shimmers meet, just to kind of smush them together a little bit more. I think I'm gonna end up throwing a winged liner on too, just to make that edge look more precise. Ooh, this is a hot mess. This is not going well. And I'm honestly having a hard time deciding if it's me or if it's the palette. I'm just gonna go in with some more brown, just a little bit of it on that fluffy brush I had with the purple. I'm just gonna start blending this down more just to add more of this depth and less of that gray color. It's really ugly. It like makes me want to take all of my makeup off and start over. I'm gonna dip into my KVD Vegan Beauty and kind of take my two highlighty shades and kind of maybe try to cover up this madness a little bit. I'm totally gonna have to re-blush and highlight and freckle now, but anything to kind of camouflage this lower lash situation because it's so ugly. I'm like so disappointed. I'm gonna quickly go off camera and just like re-fix like my blush highlight and add some more freckles, and I'll be back when that's like better and we'll go from there. Okay, I feel like I salvaged it a little bit by just like kind of helping buff out that gray situation. It's still a little gray looking, but I think once I have like my mascara on and blend out the brown a little bit more, it'll be better. I also added a ton of freckles under my lower lash line, so that'll help as well. A little bit more brown. Very light hand. I'm not trying to go crazy with this, but we are essentially just gonna have a very smoked out brown moment. I know this look turned out very boring. I had very big plans for this look. I thought it was gonna be super cute. I'll just have to play with like the blues next time and do something a little more fun. Ooh, this is not my best work. No, it is not. Okay, really quick, I have this tattoo liner in the shade, what are you called? This is also Mad Max Brown. I got sent a bunch of KVD Vegan Beauty stuff yesterday, so now I have a lot of stuff to play with, and I've never used the brown tattoo liner. I used to use the black one all the time, but I figured maybe the brown would look cute with this look. So I'm just gonna draw a wee big wing. I was gonna say a wee little wing, wee big wing. It's hard for me to talk while I do this. I essentially just draw that outer line and then I draw a line across my lid and then I just kind of connect it. Practice makes perfect when it comes to winged liner. I know some of you are gonna get annoyed that I just covered up a lot of that shimmer work, but I had to do it to make this outer corner area look more precise because it was just not looking good. I feel like this video ended up being a lesson in how to somewhat fix your mistakes because this is looking better. It's coming together. I'm actually kind of liking this brown liner too. I guess it's cool if you wanted a little bit more of a softer look with your wing. All right, that is all filled in. You know what, let's just add some more drama. I'm gonna draw a little point in the front of my eye as well, just to do something to distract from the mediocre makeup I just did. I know I didn't do a good job like teaching how I did that. I have to have my mirror like this close to my face in order to do the inner corner. I just kind of like draw it and then fill it in and then like extend it where need be. But that's a lot better than it looked like 5 minutes ago, so that's something. Recreating this is gonna be a nightmare because I don't even know what I did. Okay, I need to highlight my inner corner. I already put a little thing. I'm just gonna use my face highlight. I was using the Fenty How Many Carats Diamond Balm, so we're just gonna use that today. And I will just have to redefine my little point. I can't always give you guys a winner. This is real life sometimes. I'm going to fix that liner, recreate this on the other eye to the best of my ability, and I'll be back when I have like lashes and lips and all that good stuff. All right, we made it to the end. I really do like this final look. I think now that it's all put together, I think it's really pretty. It was just such a journey to get here. Good golly. I threw on my Rouge and Rogue Slayer lashes, and on my lips I went with the KVD Vegan Beauty Lolita liquid lipstick. It's been years since I wore this lipstick and I forgot how beautiful it is. I can see why I loved it so much. It's so cute. I also just for fun threw on the Colourpop Moon stamp under my eyes, just, you know, to spice it up even more. Why not? This was already like a disaster. Why not just add more to the mix? But for real, I do like this finished look. It was brutal to get here, but I think the end result's pretty. I don't feel like horrible in this look, so that's good. Anyways, let's just hop to the end of the video and I will give you my thoughts thus far. I don't feel great so far. All right, hello, let's finish off this video. I mean, I'm very like weird about this palette right now. I know that this purple was kind of a dud. Obviously, it doesn't work good blended out. It just turns into this weird gray concoction. It might do better if maybe you're blending it out with the blue, but it also might be one of those shades that's just better packed on, so I don't know how much use I'm really gonna get out of that purple. I do have some other light purples in my collection that work beautifully, so while it is sad, like I'm not personally that sad because I have plenty of purples. The yellow seemed to work good. I was fine with the brown. It wasn't anything revolutionary, but it worked okay. The shimmers are both really pretty. They're not like the most like metallic insane shimmers I've ever used, but they were cute. I don't know, I'm kind of indifferent about this palette right now. I'm excited to try it out some more. When I do my IGTV video, I'm definitely going to play more with these blues and greens. I think that'll be really cute. I don't know. My thoughts are very right now. I'm excited to try the other palettes, so stay tuned for those videos. I'll be doing videos with the other two as well. I would love to know what you think. Have you tried this palette or any of the Muse palettes? Have you tried anything from Dido Cosmetics before? I have their Galaxy Shade palette, which isn't my favorite. It's mostly shimmers and that's just not my kind of palette, but their neon palette is fantastic. The mattes are so beautiful. They blend so nice and they're so vibrant. I'm excited to try more from them and just kind of try the rest of their palettes and see how things go. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a honey pot emoji because this color scheme is reminding me of honey. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeautMe and follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Please make sure you're continuing to stay informed with Black Lives Matter. It's super important. There's a link in my description box that will take you to resources and ways in which you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.